2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, hi everyone, we're coming to you live on GA.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Now here's Oubre. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame, and they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Now here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And that one's good. Beverley.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Now here's Johnson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, Oubre breaking out the hammer.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Beverley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Back to Rubio. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Rubio with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Rubio kicks to Ayton. Booker with no one around connects from 3-point range. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
Booker right now finding some room out there behind the 3-point line to get himself going.
And the rejection by Ayton. Leonard on the wing, covered by Oubre. Leonard with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here is Rubio. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Oubre, right side, to the middle. Ayton dishes to Johnson. Oubre against Leonard. Oubre, good. Oubre's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, assertive play there from Oubre, just being aggressive and not bothered by the touch.
Leonard inside, covered by Oubre. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Rubio with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. George looking over the floor. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 6.
This is where Oubre can be very, very dangerous out in transition and using those strides.
Here's Johnson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Stolen by Beverly. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Zubac. Got a piece of it. Johnson with it. Leonard picks him up. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Booker from the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ayton.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Now, here's Shamet. Defended by Bridges. Carter against Harrell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Jackson from long range. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent.
Whoa! And that's a rugged play.
Gracious. Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now Williams. To the inside. It's stolen by Sharch. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And here we go. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Carter.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
There's Williams. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Bridges. And here is Sharch. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Kaminsky is checked in for Aaron Bain. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Williams, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year last season. Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the 6 men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument. Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Carter, the pass to Šarić, and he makes that one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Williams dishes to Green. Outside Williams. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered closely. Suns trail by 4. Here's Carter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Williams. And a change for the Suns. Booker's checked in. Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Great look, but off the mark.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Kaminsky finds Bridges. And stolen by Harrell. Now the Clippers moving it up. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Jerome. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
There's the pass to Shamet. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green, while George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Leonard, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leonard's got 10 points in the game. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 6. Here's Ayton. Pass to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And Beverly kicks to Morris. It's George on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Los Angeles leading by 6. On the wing, Morris. Back to Beverly. Morris outside. Kicks it to George. A step back shot here. Doesn't go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oubre finds Rubio. No good on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And it's George finishing it off. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Just a great job. Ricky on defense, taking tons of pride.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again.
The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 10 points. And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. No good from Zubac. Suns trail by 8. Puts it up from 12. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 7. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days from PG.
Rubio looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers leading by 8. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
There's something about Beverly. He seems to be one of the point guards who enjoys the physical contact out there, always looking for some.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Jermichael Green comes in for Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George.
Well, recent years have seen the Suns hit and miss in the draft. You can count Mikal Bridges among one of those hits. They traded up to get him in 2018. And what he's provided and the potential that he still has, they don't have any regrets with that one.
Lou Williams is checked in for Patrick Beverly.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. You go back to draft night, and Bridges drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, where his mother was an employee. The elation. And then, Brent, word of a trade.
Yes, the old awkward moment where you have to change hats during the draft. You know, the Suns valued him highly, and the Sixers maybe had some second thoughts, or the deal was already worked out, but still waiting for the payoff on the Sixers end as Zaire Smith is trying to find his way onto the court.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Phoenix, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Suns making a change here as well. Booker's checked in. Williams can't get it to go. Suns trail by 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Bridges kicks to Booker. And the rejection by Harrell. There's a lob to Jackson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And that one falls from Saric.
Saric is one of those guys where you feel like if the right combinations of players are around him, he's going to be even more valuable to your ball club. As a big, he's so impressive. thinks the game well, but he can score, rebound, and dish it.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Williams. Jackson trying to break free. That's good from Williams on the assist by Jackson. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Sharge passes to Baines and stolen by Williams. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Harrell. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker looking around. 1:36 left to play here in the third. And Sharge kicks to Booker. Over Jackson. No good from Booker.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Jackson, and it's blocked.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Lou Williams.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Mikal Bridges, I think one of those talents coming out of college. A lot of teams expected him to have a 10 or 12-year career playing a great role as a two-way player in the NBA.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Carter. Here's Williams. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jackson against Rubio. Baines trying to get open. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Rubio. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's George. Count that bucket. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Sharge against Morris. Sharge dishes to Baines. Shot clock at 2. It's not going to go for him. Here's Williams. Misses.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Zubats in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Now, the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Off target from 3-point range. Clippers leading by 6.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Ayton kicks to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The drive by Booker. Up again. And Ayton stays with it.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
On offense, here are the Clippers. 6-point lead. Pass to Zubats. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Booker. And the layup falls.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back, as Ayton not afraid to get physical with the defender.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. George passes to Morris. It's stolen by Johnson.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better. Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
On the wing, Morris. And George kicks to Beverly. Passes to Zubats. Over Ayton. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Back to Johnson. To take the lead. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
And the Suns making a change here. Sarge is checked in.
And he's the one person that... Oh! Yes, sir. That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beverly excellent at getting a bucket when the team needs it, stepping up that time.
Left side, Saric. Back to Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Clippers trail by 3. George with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. George with the bucket.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. And just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Booker against George. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
Paul George. 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Back to Booker. Clock at 6. And another shot. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the wide open shot from Morris. A three-pointer, no good. Moving it up. Here's Saric. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and with tip-off coming up.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Rubio. Johnson finds Oubre. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now Bart. And he converts the layup.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Booker looking around. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Passes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Sinks the three-pointer.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Rubio. Gary Harris making his last shot. Rubio dishes to Ayton. Oubre outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Ayton.
And padding that field goal percentage. Just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Murray against Rubio. And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's stolen by Harris. An even 3-on-3 break. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Booker against Jokic. Right side Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Jokic, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Charge comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The Nuggets also changing it up. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. So it's Denver now, following the score by Phoenix. Morris looking over the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Carter, the pass to Saric. Back to Carter. Saric outside. On the wing, Booker. And the shot is good. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
And how about the energy on the take from Booker? The defense looking helpless to stop it.
Millsap passes to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Booker. After the Nuggets pick up 2. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A 3 from Morris. A shot that time, not on target. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting for Phoenix. Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges. Denver making a switch here. And so he hits both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Porter looking it over. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys,
at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 3. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
it's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Plumlee. Porter is out there with Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. Pass to Bridges. Right wing. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Over Porter. Kaminsky misses. The Nuggets trail by 5. Grant outside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Bridges kicks to Kaminsky. Carter on the wing. He's looking for Kaminsky and finds him. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And then for Denver, Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Ayton, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Ayton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. Pass to Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Ayton. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Oh, that was terrific!
Good.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
And it's good, 2 points. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Out to the right wing. Ayton inside. Working on Plumlee. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
To the paint. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Plumlee.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Rubio outside. He feeds it to Ayton. Here's Jerome, guarded by Harris, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Murray. And it's Baines missing.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Barton against Oubre. Barton passes to Jokic. A putback, and Baines pulls it down. Phoenix leading by 3. For 3, Booker can't get it to drop. Made 3, missed 2 from the field. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Booker. .24 seconds left here in the second. And that one is good.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Murray surveying the D. Yep, it counts. Murray's got 10 points in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They're in good position. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Rubio goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This is what Rubio gives you. Effort combined with skill. Able to finish through contact.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. 3-pointer. Barton. It's hauled in by the Suns. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. So for the Suns, Sharch has checked in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Booker. Denver also making some changes. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Plumlee's checked in. Carter outside. He kicks to Kaminsky. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Suns leading by 4. Carter looking around. A three-pointer is right on target. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Morris on the wing. Porter. Plumlee in the post, covered by Rubio. Here's Millsap. Second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Plumlee. Plumlee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Kaminsky inside, working on Plumlee. Outside Millsap. Off target from outside. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Sharch finds Kaminsky. And Phoenix with another turnover here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Devin Booker comes in for Ricky Rubio. And Denver also making a switch. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Millsap has the open look. And it's off from three-point range.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Booker outside. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the pass to Grant. Outside, Porter takes the 3. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker outside. Booker draws the double. Inside, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Porter kicks to Craig. The dish to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
Booker outside. .34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Puts up a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Well, I tell you what, he's got tremendous speed. It's actually breathtaking when he gets out in transition. He really gets it done in the open floor.
And here's Booker from the arc. Porter pulls it in. On the wing, Porter. Latrey. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1.
I'll tell you what, Millsap's mobility is impressive, but he's also skilled at putting the ball on the floor and challenging the defense.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Aaron Baines. Murray against Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 4. And it's Harris off the drive. Outside for Millsap. Wide open look here for Murray. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. Murray with it. Now guarded by Booker. Rubio comes with the double team. Stolen by Rubio. Passes it to Booker. Tries again. Ayton at the elbow. Booker with it. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. They get it back. Ayton kicks to Oubre. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Murray against Booker. Looking to get back on track here. Yep, that one goes. And the Suns lead by 6.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Yes, and the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
And while they haven't worked it inside as much in the second half as they did earlier, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get back to that strategy.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Plumlee, he's checked in for Denver. Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Ayton. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
The kick out to Barton. Plumlee trying to break loose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
Sharch is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. He hits both from the stripe. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Booker against Harris. Let's go. Oubre outside. And here's Booker from the arc. Millsap grabs the miss.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Murray dishes to Millsap, and it's good for 2. Millsap's got 9 points here in the second half.
A huge possession, and Millsap comes through. He's known as a leader, and that is how you lead by example.
Harris against Booker. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Suns lead by 3.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Rubio against Murray. Here's Ayton. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Rubio against Murray. Outside Millsap. Back to Murray. And again, Denver no good. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
It counts.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from Aiden, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
For three, Murray. They get it again. Millsap kicks to Porter. Fires the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Booker outside. Launches a three. That one no good. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
Yeah,
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. Zubac kicks to Morris. Back to Zubac. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverley with the ball. And George with the stuff.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Murray against Morris. Murray, the pass to Barton. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Beverley against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Now here's Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverley looking around. Shot from free throw range.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
And it's Leonard missing. Barton dishes to Murray. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Harrell drives in. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Jokic. Good on the bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
George against Harris. Second chance shot. Takes it out to Leonard. Nobody near Williams. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Nuggets trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A different look for Denver. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. The Clippers also changing it up. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George. Now, here's Shamet. Williams kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Harrell trying to free himself up. And it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Shamet. He can't get it to go. And the Nuggets going the other way. Morris looking over the floor. Jokic inside. He's against Green. Jokic with the bucket.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now here's Williams. Here's Millsap. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the 3 off target. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 2 points. That one goes.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
Down low. Here's Craig. Rebound by the Clippers. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson finds Green. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
This young guy is an absolute monster at the rim. So tough for opponents to match Harrell's level of physicality.
Morris inside. He is defended by Harrell. Back to Morris. Count it.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Clippers leading by 6. Outside Williams. And here is Shamet. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Harrell. Green is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Jackson, and it's Beverley in at the shooting guard. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Shamet. Outside Jackson. Kicks to Beverley. Passes it to Zubac. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's George in for Jackson. The Nuggets trail by 6. Barton wide open. He fires. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Barton's got his first basket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now Morris. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Grant. Barton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverley with the ball. Murray finds Grant. Leonard against Murray. And he banks in the layup. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. Now here is Harris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. For 3. Murray, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 4. Dishes to Morris. Back to George. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Zubac.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The kick out to Barton. No good on the 3.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Kicks it out to Leonard. The 17-footer. The rebound by Grant.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Murray. On the wing, Harris. Back to Murray. There's the dish to Plumlee. Outside for Murray. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 6. Leonard on the wing. A 3-ball. But they get it back. Now the pass to George. Five to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And then for the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Murray. Count it. Good.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
55 seconds left now here in the second. And stolen by Murray. Millsap has the open look. Good on the triple. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray outside. Millsap passes to Murray. Clock at 4. Outside Millsap. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Grant's got the lead up to 1 now for Denver.
How about the timing on the offensive glass by Jeremy Grant? Always seems to be in the right place.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, you can see the suffocating coverage of Montrezl Harrell on the defensive end. Boy.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, what's your... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Denver shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Grant is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
George up top. He's covered by Daniels. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Zubac trying to break loose. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverley.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Daniels dishes to Plumlee. No good. Excellent D there from George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Well, I'll tell you this. If the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverley has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Grant. Lays it up off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Zubac kicks to Morris. Here's Beverly. Here's Zubac. And he lays it straight in. Zubac has got 6 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Porter comes in for Jeremy Grant. Martin's checked in for Paul Millsap. And it's Torrey Craig in for Daniels. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So it'll be Lou Williams shooting. That one on Porter. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer. Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Williams. Pass to Shamet. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Here's Morris. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Not going to go that time. The Nuggets trail by 4. Jokic high post. To the middle. Here's Barton. Back to Jokic. Count the basket. He's got 6.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Shamet. Barton defending. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
For 3, Williams. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
They get it back. Jokic. Here's Craig. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Harris is checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Monte Morris. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
You gotta feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
To the inside. Outside Jackson. Pass to Shamet. And Leonard has it in the corner. Off target with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And that one's good by Porter.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Clippers trail by 3. To the paint, Porter with the steal. Here's Craig. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harold drives in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Denver on top, up by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Morris in a power forward position. Murray outside. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. All going up court. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Harris passes to Porter. He kicks it to Millsap. Back to Porter. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Porter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Leonard against Murray. Porter outside. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I'll tell you, that's the speed of Paul George on the drive. Amazing attack on the rim.
Harris finds Jokic. Denver passing it around. Now Millsap. Porter looking it over. For the 3. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Millsap grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. There's Porter with the 3. Porter can't get that one to fall. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in. Inside. And finished off by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Leonard against Barton. Floats one. Up again. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Beverly wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Huge moment for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Murray dishes to Barton. Murray outside. Stolen by Beverly. Morris kicks to Beverly. And here's Leonard from 3. Barton with the rebound. Jokic against Beverly to end the run. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jokic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Millsap with the steal. Up top, Barton. Defended by Beverly. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris passes to Zubac. Here's George. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And he gets it back. Jokic, it drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And George kicks to Beverly. It's money from deep.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Martin. Offensive rebound.
A perfect teammate. I mean, Millsap's numbers don't always jump off the screen, but boy, when you need him, he's there.
Outside, George. 19 seconds left in the fourth. On the wing, Morris. 5 on the clock. Back to George. Zubats.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For great.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Now they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubats in at the center position. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Now here is Morris. The pass to Zubats. The rebound by Johnson. A second chance effort. No good on the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
From past the arc. Rebound by the Clippers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now Oubre. Paul George missing from long range. Oubre, good.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Pass to Morris. Back to Beverley. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember...
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And it's George missing. Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The putback. Morris with the rebound. And Beverley kicks to George. Passes it to Zubats. Outside for George. Pass to Leonard. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Kicks it out to Rubio. The pass to Oubre. Hit the tip, and Ayton stays with it.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Rubio against Beverley. And it's Rubio penetrating. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard kicks to Morris. Here's Beverley. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Down low, here's Oubre, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And here is Harrell. Shamet hits it from three-point range.
You love Shamet's court awareness. Presents himself where he can catch and fire without hesitation.
Here's Ayton. Rebound by Harrell.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Shamet finds Jackson.
You got it. Come on.
A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Jerome. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Williams gets the bucket.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Outside Carter. No good that time. And guys, it's been Kelly Oubre making things happen so far for the Phoenix Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in a point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Jackson kicks to Harrell. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Carter finds Baines. Here's Jerome. The shot by Carter, nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Harrell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shamet the pass to Harrell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Rebound by Harrell.
The defender didn't block that dunk, but he changed it, and that's as good as a block.
The putback. Jerome with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 6. Bridges passes to Jerome. He can't get that one. Good D by Williams. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. To the middle. Here's Harrell. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He plays with such force. You see why Harrell has been called the heart and soul of this team.
And the Clippers making a change here. Marcus Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. To the left wing. Bridges kicks to Baines. Back to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Baines, the second chance points on the tip in. And the Suns lead by 5.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple of finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Booker dishes to Baines. Over Morris. Good work defensively by Morris.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Back to Leonard. Moves back up. Here's Zubats. Outside for George. They shoot again. Doesn't go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Kaminsky, the pass to Rubio. Booker with it. George picks him up. From 13. Rebound by the Clippers. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Out to Morris. Pass to Beverly. Back to George. Misses the layup.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Inside, here's Kaminsky, and that one drops. Kaminsky's got his first 2 points.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And Morris throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And the layup is good. And now just a 1-point Suns lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
And Booker kicks to Rubio. Baines trying to get open. And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% in the second quarter. Defensively, they look a little bit confused. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Leonard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At one stretch in the opening period, they built up an 8-point. And that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverly. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. And Ayton gets double teamed. On the wing, Booker. Rubio looking it over. Beverly against Booker. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Back to Ayton. For 3, Oubre. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Morris, no good. Stolen by George. Oh, Morris in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A. Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 5. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Johnson against Leonard. Back to Rubio. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Green. George grabs the board. Suns trail by 3. Carter with the 3. Sinks the triple. Carter's got 7.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. GA, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training set.
Basket good. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Carroll against Bridges. Passes to Carter. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. And that one falls for Carter. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, playing in front of so many people has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball. And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Over to the left wing. Carter outside. Pass to Jerome. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Just 2 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Shots good by Williams.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
The drive by Booker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Lou Williams.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Booker. So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Williams scanning the floor. Shamet finds Harrell. Outside Williams. Shamet with it. Bridges with the board. Here's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Suns on top. They're up by 3. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Booker and Johnson fill out the wings. Ayton is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Rubio in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Booker against George. The drive by Booker. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Rubio with it. Booker looking around. Stolen by Beverly. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Always applying the pressure. Beverly loves to attack you defensively and in transition.
Rubio dishes to Baines. And Rubio kicks to Booker. The pass to Baines. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. And it's Beverly missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. And it's sent back by George. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Oubre is checked in for Aaron Baines. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. They throw good, Paul George.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Oubre outside. Booker inside, defended by George. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Suns making a change here. Sarge is checked in.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
On the wing, Morris. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside for George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Morris, no good. Suns trail by 5. Booker with it. George picks him up. Nice ball movement by Phoenix to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Morris pass into the lane. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Rubio finds Ayton. To the paint. Good. Nice assist from Booker.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Inside, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Zubac. Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Booker against George. Rubio outside. Oubre outside. 3-pointer. That one's not going to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. Pass to Beverly. Now here is Morris. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Rubio. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. Leonard with the steal. Down low. It's deflected and stolen by Ayton. Missed. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full. And
well, Kevin,
special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot. Outside Millsap. No good with the triple.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Ayton against Murray. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got the first points up on the board for the Nuggets. Suns on offense. Booker outside. Good on the bucket.
He looks to score all the time, and easy ones there for Booker.
Harris looking it over. Jokic makes it off the glass. Jokic has got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Rubio. Lays it up and banks it in.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside, gets it done that time.
Millsap kicks to Murray. Another shot. Millsap dishes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Rubio with the rebound.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker finds Johnson. Back to Booker. Over Harris. Up again, and Ayton stays with it.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Passes it to Jokic. On the wing, Harris. Jokic against Ayton. The 8-footer. And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharge comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Now here is Carter. Sharge outside. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How is he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Now, here's Baines. Bridges passes to Jerome. Bridges with it. To the inside. And it's Baines missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Trying to keep up with Plumlee as a big in the open floor, something tough to do. Got the separation he needed.
Carter, the pass to Baines. Here's Jerome. To the wing on the left. Back to Carter. Baines, high post. Here's Jerome. There's the feed to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. Baines trying to get open. Kept alive. Back to Bridges. Goes up again. He lays it in.
Great effort level on the glass as Bridges is in there mixing it up.
The Nuggets trail by 6. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Bridges. Here's Craig. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Craig. Pass to Porter. Here's Craig. Defended by Carter. Out to Morris. Carter pulls it in.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Jerome passes to Carter. There's the dish to Kaminsky, and there's the pass to Jerome. Now Bridges. Carter for 3. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had
selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the guard position. Jerome passes to Kaminsky. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Saric.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And Morris drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Up top, Rubio, covered by Morris. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Morris against Rubio. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kaminsky, the pass to Ayton. Rubio left side. Clock is at 3. Rejected by Grant.
Grant's got some bursts. I mean, it's all out there, especially effective on getting to the shooters and making an impact.
Here's Plumlee. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
To the middle. Here's Rubio. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Suns lead by 4. Morris right side. Shoots over Rubio. And that one goes long. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Suns. And here they go. Rubio looking it over. The 19-foot shot, and the jumper is good. And it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And just a great job out of the pick and roll. Thousands of those opportunities for Ricky Rubio. He knows what to do.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. Denver grabs the miss. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. Suns leading by 4. Oubre outside to the paint to the right side. Booker outside to the left side wing. Kaminsky in the corner. Back to Oubre. On the wing, Booker from the arc. Offensive rebound. And Ayton stays with it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris passes to Grant. Morris against Rubio. Grant, great positioning on the putback.
Well, he's so active. You got to box Grant out. When the shot goes up, he'll get to the offensive glass, and he rises up off the floor pretty quick.
Ayton kicks to Kaminsky. Grant against Oubre. Kaminsky inside. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Off the left rim and up. The Nuggets trail by 4. Left side, Porter. Plumlee finds Harris. Now Morris. Here's the 3. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. For 3, Booker. That one, no good. Here's Porter. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Phoenix had no problems getting going. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. They finished the first quarter holding a 6-point lead. Going into the second quarter, they lost. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ricky Rubio with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the basket by Rubio. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Murray against Rubio. Jacks up a 3. A shot off that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And Ayton stays with it. And the Suns lead by 2.
Sweet timing on that play as Ayton up there and ripping it down.
Daniels passes to Millsap. Ooh, the double clutch. The rebound by Johnson.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack. And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Rubio against Murray. 17-foot shot on the way. Rubio misses. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. A 2-point game. Jokic high post. Ayton's there. In the corner, Daniels.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Nuggets making a change here. Craig's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Bridges against Barton. Bridges kicks to Baines. Banked in off the glass. Baines has got his first points in this one.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
To the inside. Bridges with the steal. Down low. Got a piece of it. Millsap with it. Now guarded by Saric. Inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Passes it to Baines. To the paint. Here's Jerome. Up and in on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Right side Millsap. And that one drops for him. Millsap's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
Pass to Jerome. Pass to Baines. Shot clock at 5. Jerome, good. Jerome's got his second basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Millsap looking it over. Saric grabs the board. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Carter with the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Suns on top, up 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Saric and Baines. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Carter in at the 1.
Pretty good instincts right there from Harris. He sees the defense moving, and then he just spotted the open guy.
Saric outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Carter against Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Booker. Rebound by the Nuggets. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Harris. And it's all evened up.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ballgame.
Carter outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Phoenix making some changes. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Both good from the line that time. Well, Phoenix shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Morris against Rubio. On the wing, Booker. Out to Saric. Back to Booker. And the pass to Rubio. From 15 feet away, Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Harris. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. 3-on-3. Here's Rubio. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And free throw good for Morris. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Porter. Phoenix also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Johnson in for Saric.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Passes to Ayton. To the inside. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the serve.
Ayton inside. Jokic defending. And Ayton throws it down.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Harris kicks to Grant. Harris outside. Pass to Jokic. Over Booker. And the bank shot is good. Jokic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Feeds it to Oubre. Pass to Ayton. The baseline J. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
Wow, Jeremy Grant, the evolution will be televised. Phenomenal at staying cool and collected in that big moment.
Rubio against Grant. Ball's not loose. Stolen by Grant. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Oh, that was huge.
Incredible.
And Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, it's just finished.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oubre, big time stepping up, poised in that moment.
Troy Daniels is checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Morris.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Here's Murray. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Jamal Murray wants it, and he got it.
Up top, Rubio. Lets it go from 14. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Well, this guy should be a double-double threat and is still learning how to play. DeAndre Ayton has a great combination of size, scoring ability, and rebounding. This what makes him a very valuable player in the league.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nuggets. Martin comes in for Torrey Craig. Daniels kicks to Grant. He feeds it to Plumlee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And defensively, this could be a good foul. No reason to give Plumlee easy points inside, given his struggles at the free throw line.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, Grant knows his role and willing to take over during key parts of the game. As long as he stays within himself, he can make those kind of contributions.
Rubio finds Ayton. A shake. That one doesn't go. Plumlee with some nice D. And stolen by Ayton. Money!
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
19 seconds left in the game. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Murray.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
No good. So we see Denver get the win here. Probably a little close. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4. They grab their own miss. Here's Jokic. And he makes good on the layup.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
And George kicks to Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Now Morris following Will Barton's three-point attempt. Leonard attacking. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one fast break.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Harris passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
George against Harris. George dishes to Beverley. Back to George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Millsap. It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Morris, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Harris. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from George. And stolen by Harris. Here's Murray. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. Now here's Jackson. Los Angeles with another miss.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
That gives them the lead. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Harrell against Plumlee. Grant surveying the D on the wing. Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Buries the 7-footer.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Now here's Jackson. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Williams kicks to Shamet. Back to Williams. Here's Jackson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Here's Williams. Can't get it to fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell, we mentioned his activity level.
That's what I play with, a lot of passion.
Greg, I know you agree. Few guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
The Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And Harrell's in at center. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Will Barton, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Gary Harris in for Torrey Craig.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
Feeds to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Now, here's Jokic. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Harrell. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl.
Are you kidding me?
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Outside for George. Leonard against Barton. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Morris. Paul George making his last shot. Millsap trying to get open. Morris, no good. The Clippers in the lead. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 6 points for Millsap.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Left side, George. This one for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Denver the other way now. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. For the Clippers, JaMychal Green. He's checked in for Leonard. Andrew Shamet comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Denver also making some changes. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Green passes to Shamet. Jackson kicks to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Los Angeles with another miss. Nuggets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
Clippers trail by 3. Millsap with the steal. And here we go. Out to the wing. Jokic passes to Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got 8 points in the quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Shot clock at 5. Now, here's Shamet. Not a lot of room.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
You know, Millsap has tremendous speed for a guy of his size, and he's able to force the issue and get to the basket.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Morris, and then for Denver. Plumlee comes in for Jokic, and it's Grant in for Michael Porter. Millsap with the steal. Grant in the post. Jackson on him. And the dunk by Grant.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The Clippers again turning it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. No good on the last second attempt there. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Harris passes to Jokic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Harris finds Jokic. Three-pointer. The Nuggets with another miss.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket. And it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Now here's Barton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to Harris. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape. Agree on all counts. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there? I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Morris passes to Plumlee. Leonard with the steal. Everly with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And it's George finishing it off.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Now here's Plumlee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Barton with the drive. Plumlee in the post. He's covered by Leonard. George with the defensive effort. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Patrick Beverly. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Jokic. Porter comes in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And here is Los Angeles now. Denver getting their last shot to go. And it goes down 2 points. Williams has got his first basket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Craig passes to Plumlee. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. In the corner, George with it. That one a little long.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Craig kicks to Morris. Paul George with the steal. And finished off by Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Williams dishes to Harrell. On the wing, George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard against Porter. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Now, here is Morris. Back to Plumlee. And nothing is falling for him right now. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Millsap finds Barton with 2 seconds left, and it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris. Then it's Williams. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Shamet in at the small forward position. Morris kicks to Jackson. That one goes in, and the Clippers lead by 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Shamet. Martin defending, and it's Shamet missing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Murray, the pass to Barton. There's the pass to Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Williams with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Harrell, that's good.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Down low. Out to Harris. Back to Millsap. Murray outside. That three off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Harrell. To the inside. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Harrell on the foul. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Murray dishes to Millsap. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Williams gets the bucket.
I don't know if anybody has a more relaxed shooting motion. Williams very efficient and easy with that stroke.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
On the wing, Williams. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Again, Williams missing.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Harris against Williams. Harris, no good. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Harrell finds Morris. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 9. And Murray, here we go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Morris against Harris. And it's Harrell at the elbow. Passes it to Jackson. Good defense by Jokic.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Barton wide open. He fires. And again, Denver no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morris. Back to Shamet. He kicks it to Morris. And there's the pass to Shamet. It's a hand on it. Harrell on the foul. Harrell's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Williams. Pulls it up. Misses the shot.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty important.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.